This is your captain speaking. We'd like to thank you for choosing Cool Kid Airlines. We know you could have flown with any other airlines, but you chose us. We're not the safest, but we are the coolest.
I got it.
And that's why you're here. Well, the show's about to begin.
That's a little loud.
Sit back and relax because here we
Anyway,
let me tell you
what's
about
up,
my crew.
guys? It's your boy James, aka Dad the Nobody, back here with another live stream. I am going to be going over three of my songs today. Those three songs are Dear Son, Die for This, and Don't Let Me Go. I didn't get a chance to stream yesterday. I wanted to go through the 5 days of the week doing three songs a day since I got 18 songs in this album. So if you have not heard this album, by all means, go ahead, check it out. Look me up, and you'll see me and my 12 monthly listeners, or whoever it is, I don't know, on Spotify, Apple Music, and what have you. Hopefully I get a chance to, do that. I'd love to get some feedback on some of the songs. And for those of y'all that don't, oh well, appreciate you if you saw this live stream and maybe you gave me a little bit of your time, because hey, your time is valuable. You're giving it to me, and I appreciate that. So, let's go ahead and get started here. Don't need to waste too much time. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this first song, which is called Dear Son. It's a song that I wrote for my baby boy who's sitting over there chilling, watching his TV. Baby. Hey, baby. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and get this going. Okay, son? Let's do your song. Uh-oh. Calm down, baby. Look, it's your song.
Dear son, this world hasn't exactly been everything that I thought it would be growing up.
Sounds like you don't care.
And now that I'm older and wiser, I'm gonna dare to challenge those things.
And while I hope to live a full, long life with both you and your mother, if somehow that time gets cut short, just know, Daddy loves you. I can't wait until the day that I meet you, my son. I promise that we'll learn together and have so much fun. But every man's days are numbered, so if God calls me home, there's a couple things I want to be known. I can't wait until the day that I meet you, my son. I promise that we'll learn together and have so much fun. But every man's days are numbered, so if God calls me home, there's a couple things I want to be known. Okay, for starters, let's start off with your mom. By now, I'm sure you probably realize that she's the bomb. Or maybe not. Maybe she babies you a lot and you're sick of her. But let me tell you what went into picking her. First off, she was nice. She knew how to cook rice. Had really pretty eyes. I know you're big surprise. But what I love most is how she really loved Christ. And if somehow before you're old enough your daddy dies, that she would make sure that you knew about him. And let you know that in this life, that there ain't nothing you could do without him. Yeah, I know it sounds corny, cliche, but I really hope it's something you can appreciate. Oh yes, son, in these days, a lot of babies are born out of wedlock. It seems like they just want to make the bedrock, building their house on sand instead of bedrock. But if this happens to you, I gave your mom's permission to put you up in the headlock. JK, honestly, I'm hoping you plan ahead more. Why else do you think that we gave you that big old head for? We want you to go further, much further than we ever did. You are firstborn, I swear I love you forever, kid. Now by the time you hear this, your siblings will probably be here. Not saying you have to lead them, but I want you to be a leader. Leaders always take initiative before things get worse. They know the first will be last, and that the last will be first. Except at my funeral, I actually want you to speak first. And try not to cry, my guy, just like we rehearsed. Remember, God sees everything. Me and your moms are watching you. And life things get in your way, but in your way don't mean they stopping you. You don't know unless you try. You don't fail unless you quit. It's JJ for life, my ninja. Make sure you represent. You are my gift from God. You truly are heaven sent. These are the realest words I ever wrote, ever spoke, and never meant.
Well, son, your due date's almost here. I
I get to hold you in the air like Rafiki did Simba in the Lion King. Also, make sure you watch Lion King so you get this reference. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you grow up, see the type of man that you become. Remember, your dad knows something, but God knows it all. And no matter what you think you know, you still don't know nothing yet. Trust me. Trust me. All right, quick pause. So that's my song, Dear Son. Feel free to check that out. I'm gonna do Die for This next, which is basically going from creation to Jesus coming and our commission after Jesus left. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that song, okay, guys? Hold on one segundo. Baby dingy, you okay? Yeah, song is on. All right, y'all gonna be hearing the little baby bounce in the background. All right.
Now, there's a lot of people out there who are
Sick and tired of being lied to.
who just want
Somebody to tell them the truth. Let me talk to them.
So if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, come on, said if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, now in the beginning, before anyone was sinning, before God walked among us and he gave them in dominion, he thought to make mankind and to make him in his image. And after creating everything in 6 days, it was finished. But God, so man was lonely, so then he created woman. And when Adam woke up, she was everything he wanted. He told him name the animals and fishes of the seas, and they could eat all they like except the fruit of these 2 trees. But then Satan crept in the form of a serpent, knowing about God's power but still wanting to usurp it. He lied to Eve and said she could eat from the trees, and she gave to her husband. At this point they were deceived. They realized that they were naked, so they hid amongst the leaves. It was then God had to judge them. It was then they had to leave. See, God's holy, and holiness can't dwell with unrighteousness. But don't worry, God still plans to right this mess. Oh yes. So if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, come on, said if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, now in the town of Bethlehem, a place that no one knew, was a baby born a virgin, miraculously a Jew. See, he was born a king, though not many thought it true, cause his kingdom wasn't here. He came here for me and you. You see, mankind is sinful and sin deserves to be punished. It's given man once to die, then the judgment come upon us. Well, everybody sins, so we all going to hell. But what you don't understand is Jesus coming tip the scale. While his true sin must be punished, there's still a chance for the living. Without the shedding of blood, nobody can be forgiven. Used to sacrifice animals to atone after the fall, but God wanted to redeem us to himself once and for all. Jesus was the perfect sacrifice, lived a life that was sinless. They beat him till he was bloody, beat him till he was skinless. They hung him up on that cross. He did this for your forgiveness, and the victory was won, cause when he died, he said it's finished. So if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, come on, said if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, now after the crucifixion, they thought that they killed the man, thinking death would be the end, but death was part of the plan. See, this was God in the flesh. They just didn't understand. On the 3rd day, he woke up with all power in his hands. They tried to cover it up and say that the disciples stole him, cause they was afraid that Jesus would come back just like he told them. Appeared to 500 plus after his resurrection. Told them to spread the good news and then ascended to heaven, but didn't leave us alone, left the Spirit for our protection. He would work on our hearts, point us in the right direction. The disciples started preaching to turn to Christ and repent, and over 3,000 came to faith at this one event. They started persecuting Christians almost every day, throw them in jail and kill them if they didn't turn away. But they knew what Jesus did, and they knew why Jesus came, and would rather die than ever live in shame. Say his name. So if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, come on, said if you want to know, but once I start, don't you? It's so real that I would. And one day, so
So if you wanna know,
I can show you.
but once I start, don't you?
Hold me back.
It's so real that I would.
Die for this.
And one day,
I would die for this.
come on. Said if you wanna know,
I can show you.
but once I start, don't you?
Hold me back.
It's so real that I would.
Die for this.
And one day,
I would die for this.
quick pause. So that was Die for This. You can check it out on all those streaming sites. We're gonna get into this last song here. Excuse me. Get into the last song here. This is one that's dedicated to my wife. I wouldn't be surprised if she come walking in at any moment now. But I do want to perform this song. It is some singing. I am not the best singer, which is why I have auto-tune on the song. I don't have auto-tune on my voice right now, so you're going to have to bear with me. Any cracking that you hear, any unpleasantries, please just stick with me. All right? Let's go ahead and get into that. Last song. Well, girl, you and I both know that I'm not that good at singing, but I kind of want to you. So while I won't be singing the whole time, just listen. Girl, I still remember, it was in September, 9th of the month, girl, I ain't finna stunt. I made it out of pastor's office, made it up the stairs, made it to the back door, then here come the tears. I cleaned it up a little, coming down the aisle, but then they let you come in, and then they let you smile, and then that's when I lost it. I'm thinking to me, wow, Mr. Big Pimpin', Mr. Big Simpin' now. It's funny how you love me, it's actually kinda weird. Sometimes we're kinda stinky, and you act like you don't care. Thanks for holding me tight that night, I cried into the air, cause my friend Iggy died, and I was glad to have you there. Even if it embarrassed me, girl, I want you to know that I'm still grateful that you married me, and I hope we can grow. Cause it's already been 3 long years, and I hope for 3 more. Promise me that you stay with me and you won't let me go. Go, go, go. Please, baby, no, no, no. Don't let me go. It's actually kind of crazy, the things that you put up with. I always want to resolve, and you want to change the subject. I love the way you represent yourself when we in public, the way you love the Lord and how you respect our covenant. Your favorite thing is sewing, your favorite band's Korean. You hate the way I always bother you when European. Sometimes you leave the door crack and I can barely see in. And even if it's locked, I knock and say, let me in about Mexico. Thanks for asking for permission. Though I couldn't tell you yes, you respected my decision. Glad you saw my sincerity, I'm glad you saw my vision. I promise I'll get you there when we're in the position. No matter what we go through, I'm glad you always there. I hope our children have your eyes, I hope you comb their hair. I don't have much to give you, I'm not a man of wealth, but I promise to give them everything you wanted for yourself. Even if it embarrassed me, girl, I want you to know that I'm still grateful that you married me, and I hope we can grow. Cause it's already been 3 long years, and I hope for 3 more. Promise me that you stay with me and you won't let me go. Go, go, go. Please, baby, no, no, no. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. Don't let me go, baby. Don't let me go. Don't let me go, baby. Don't let me go.
Excuse me. Anyway, I love you, girl. Appreciate you for all you do.
Thank you for bearing my soon-to-be handsome son, Bezos. Love you, girl. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming and check me out, for those of y'all that do or will. And even if you don't, I'll be here tomorrow, God willing, and I will post another 3 songs from my album, hoping that this encourages y'all to go ahead and check those out and to give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. This is your boy, Dad to Nobody, and I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.